Hey, how's it going? It is Steady Boy NZ. This is Paul speaking on the Steady Boy NZ show. Steady Boy NZ show. I'm going to try a bit different today. I'm trying a bit of an experiment. Mount Roskill. I don't know if I've ever been here before. There's I don't know if the road goes all the way up. A lot of the other volcanoes in Auckland that you used to have to drive up, you can't anymore. So I don't know if this is the same. I'm not too sure. But I'm going to try the wind test. Not sure if this will make it as a video or not. I'm just going to play around. But now I'm getting out of the wind, so I might go back down there where there is a bit of wind. In fact, the wind seems to have died off a little bit. Oh, there's a little bit here. Yeah, Mount Roskill, one of the... I believe that you've got like 60 volcanic cones in Auckland. Quite a few were quarried off. So there's a lot less now. But you can see, I believe that's Mount Eden there. Oh, shit. And we're in Mount Roskill now. Now I'm not sure what volcano that is. What mount that is. Auckland's Central Auckland, there you can see the Sky Tower. And I believe that's Mount Eden. Where's One Tree Hill? That's heading further west. I think One Tree Hill will be over there further. But yeah, not sure what one that is. You can still drive up there. But I'm being healthy and walking. Yeah, so I'm going to play around my channel a bit. I'm going to probably have switched the cemetery explorers or the themed explorers to a Thursday. At the moment it is a cemetery explorers. And I'll have Tuesday as a random one, every now and again. So videos like this, if this makes it into the full face of day, we'll see. Yeah, so this is part of my health run. Oops. Yeah, part of my health run. You know, my health exercises, doing this walking and stuff. So, take it again, volcanic rock along the road here. So yeah, looking down onto the motorway there, I'm still trying to work out what mount that is. 1 minute. Mount Albert, it appears. That makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. So We have the Manukau harbour over there. You can probably see a bit of it there. Right, there's a car park up here which I could have driven up. You wouldn't think I was a qualified teacher, would you? Well, I don't teach English. Or physical fitness for that matter. I was about to say there's something living in those bushes, but it was just a bird. Thought it might have been like some type of four-legged animal, but no, it was just a bird. This may have been the crater we're in now, except it's filled in. And now it's under water care services maybe, because it's a reservoir. So it's also happened to some of the volcanoes. Some of the craters were filled in to make water reservoirs, which is, I guess, makes a lot of sense. At one point years ago, I was going to do a series on the different volcanoes in Auckland. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, mate, this is probably where the reservoir is, under this flat bit. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, 100%. This is I'll say this is where the reservoir is. They put a tank underneath where the crater used to be. Oh yeah, this is a nice little reserve here. Right, we grew up just up here, which is a little way up, to get a view over the whole thing, which is going to be the highest point, I think. If you've never been to Auckland, doing some of the volcanic cones could be good. Obviously, that's Mount Eden, I think. Walking over the back, you can see Ringatoto, which is in the harbour. Oh, and there's One Tree Hill. So yeah, One Tree Hill, Mount Eden, and Ringatoto are probably some of the main ones. I don't think I've been to this one before. I may have. I just don't remember. Mangere Mountain is one I used to go to. There were some closer volcanoes to my home, which were Mount Wiri, and I don't know if it was Mount Manurewa or what it was called, but both of those were quarried out. Like happened to quite a few volcanoes. Obviously a good source of stones and things for the for roading. Okay, this is definitely a high point, and it's not so windy today, so yeah, my wind test might not work. Oh, what's this? Okay, this used to be a trig station for surveying stuff, which they used to have on pretty much all the volcanoes. Oh, there's also Mount Wellington, which is very close to where I live. It's another one. And yeah. Now, I shouldn't be getting vertigo up here, but I am at the moment. Don't know what's wrong with me at the moment. But I usually pretty good vertigo if I feel safe at that height. But I'm not really feeling unsafe at the moment. Yeah, so this wind test didn't really work too well because there wasn't that much wind. I want to get into a windy spot with this GoPro and actually test that out. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.